Life is, well, it's a real mix, isn't it? You get these incredible highs, these successes, but then you get the failures, the setbacks, and these moments that just feel so deeply, randomly unfair. We've all been there. But what if? What if it wasn't random at all? I mean, that's the question, right? It's the one that keeps you up at night when things just don't make any sense. Why do some people seem to have it so easy while others face one struggle after another? It feels like there's no rhyme or reason to it. Well, the theory we're diving into today has a pretty wild answer. It suggests that none of it is random, not a single bit. Every experience, from the most amazing to the most heartbreaking, is actually part of a carefully designed curriculum, a custom-built course just for your soul. Okay, so if life is a school, that means Earth is the campus. And that brings up a huge question right off the bat. Why here? Why this messy, unpredictable, and often difficult place? Because according to this idea, there is another place, a peaceful, comfortable, other world where souls exist. So why on earth would any soul choose to leave a place like that to come here, to the chaos of human life? Well, think of it like this. In that other world, you're surrounded by souls who are just like you. It's pleasant, it's easy, but nothing really changes. It leads to stagnation. But Earth is this wild, unpredictable place, filled with all kinds of different people and situations. And it's in that friction, that diversity, that we find the potential for real, powerful growth. And that brings us to this really powerful metaphor. Earth is basically a gym for the soul. I mean, you don't build muscle by relaxing in a comfy chair, right? You need resistance. You need to lift heavy things. Our souls come here to lift the heavy weights of human experience, of love, loss, joy, and conflict. So what's the point of all this spiritual weightlifting? What's the skill we're trying to build? It's something called dimensional recognition. It's basically the ability to stop seeing things from just one self-centered point of view. So instead of just seeing a terrible boss, you start to see a complex human being, and you ask, why are they like this? What part of this interaction is a lesson for me? That little shift in perspective, that is the growth. Okay, so that idea works great for everyday stuff, like a tough day at work. And this is a big but, this is where the theory faces its biggest test. How in the world does it explain real, gut-wrenching pain? Right. This is the question that could make this whole philosophy fall apart. Because we're not talking about a failed project anymore. We're talking about profound tragedy, deep suffering, things that don't feel like lessons, they feel cruel. The way this is explained is through a beautiful analogy. A master craftsman, they don't give the most gnarled, twisted, difficult piece of wood to a beginner. They give it to their most talented apprentice. Why? Not to be mean, but because they know only that apprentice has the skill and potential to turn that difficult material into a masterpiece. From this point of view, a huge challenge isn't a punishment. It's a sign of immense trust in your soul's ability. And this is a really important distinction to make. The love we're talking about here isn't the soft, comforting, everything will be okay kind of love. It's a deeper, more demanding love. It's a love that is totally focused on one thing, giving the soul the absolute best chance to reach its highest potential. You have to remember, from the soul's super long-term cosmic view, even a tragedy serves a purpose. It becomes part of a portfolio of experiences that builds a unique kind of strength. For example, a soul that has experienced deep loss can develop a profound empathy that allows it to connect with and help others in a way that no other soul can. Every single hardship opens up a new, unique path to enlightenment. Okay, but what about justice? If someone's suffering is their lesson, does that mean the person who caused it gets a free pass? Absolutely not. This philosophy is very clear. These are two totally separate layers. A person's soul might be learning about forgiveness after being robbed, for instance. But at the same time, in this world, the person who did the robbing is 100% responsible for their actions and has to face the consequences. The spiritual lesson does not cancel out earthly justice. So if our entire life is this complex, intricate curriculum designed with purpose, it leads to the biggest, most obvious question of all. Exactly. Who's the mastermind behind this incredibly challenging plan? Is it some demanding god? A distant cosmic force? Who is assigning all of these tough lessons? And this is the most radical twist of all. There's no one imposing this on us. We're not victims of some grand plan. We are the volunteers. We chose this. Your soul could have stayed in the peaceful, easy flower garden of the other world. But apparently, many souls get bored with perfection. They crave the challenge. They volunteer for the adventure. To put it another way, you are a cosmic thrill seeker. You got tired of eternal peace and decided to dive headfirst into the messy, unpredictable, beautiful, and challenging game of human life because you knew, on a soul level, that it was the only place to really grow. Realizing that one single idea changes everything. If we chose this, then life stops being this thing that just happens to us. It becomes something that's happening for us. It's not a sentence, it's a project. Your project. A masterpiece that you, yourself, decided to create. Now, let's be super clear. This is not an excuse to just sit back and be passive. It's not about saying, oh, well, I guess I chose this suffering, so I'll just put up with it. No way. It's the exact opposite. It's a call to action. It's a demand to fully engage with the project you designed for yourself, to pick up the tools and get to work. So, what does this look like in real life? Okay, say you totally bomb a huge presentation at work. Instead of spiraling, you treat it like your project. First, you face the reality of it. It happened. Second, you ask that key question. What is this experience designed to teach my soul? Third, you reframe it. It's not a failure, it's raw material, it's data. And fourth, you actively ask, okay, how can I use this data to move forward and do better? And all of this leads to a really powerful mantra. Everything is for my own sake. Now, when you understand the context, you see it's not a selfish statement at all. It's a profound declaration of ownership. It means that every joy, every challenge, every success, every failure, it's all ultimately raw material for the incredible project of your soul's growth. So I'll just leave you with this final thought. If you were to really, truly believe this, that you are the architect, the volunteer, the hero who designed this entire specific, messy, beautiful life for your own ultimate growth, how would that change the story you tell yourself about who you are and where you're headed next?